Okay, good evening and welcome to Tuesday night's healthy living, well-being at home exercise class in conjunction with Rethinking Pain. I'm Andy. Good evening, everybody that's joining us. Don't forget to give us a wave at some stage through this just to let me know that you're here. And before we do start, just make sure you've got something comfortable on your feet. And then you've got plenty of space where you can't do yourself any damage or knock anything off your walls. So please be careful. We will warm up first. I'll take you through the exercises as we're going to do them. I'm going to mix the first session up this evening. So I hope you all feel well. Have a bottle of water or a glass of water there. Have a chair that you can sit in if you need to take a rest. And other than that, I think we'll get cracking. I did say last week that I was going to put some music on, but then I got a little warning saying that I'd breached some copyright, so I'm not going to bother with that until I find out a little bit more about where we stand with having some music in the background over Facebook in particular. Okay, so what we'll do to start with, we'll get warmed up. So if you find a space, you can do this sat down, okay, so you can sit in the chair, you can move your feet. All I'm going to do is just move my feet. Sometimes if I've got the space, I can move backwards and forwards. I'm just going to get my arms moving as though I'm marching slightly forward and backwards again. If we sat in the chair, keep that going. If you stood up, if we're in the chair, it is literally exactly the same for those that can't stand for that period of time. And just get your arms up to shoulder height. So I'll combine a mixture of sitting and standing through the warm up. Okay, and then what we do is we bring back into a little march. Again, focusing on your breathing all the way through this, dropping the hands down. Okay, from the seated position, just going to elevate one foot and do some circles, both clockwise and anti-clockwise. If you stood up, okay, if you've got good balance, great. If not, you've got the chair to balance with or to hold on the wall. Okay, I've got circles. And we're just going to change to the other foot. Again, nice and easy, big circles, both clockwise and anti-clockwise. Okay, we'll bob those feet back on the floor. Let's get moving again. Again, if you're in the chair, get the feet moving, get the arms going. And a little punch out from shoulder height. Just get that heart rate up a little bit, get that blood flowing a little bit quicker and get a bit warmer. Okay, we're coming back into a little march. And we're going to rest those hands down but keep those feet going. And we're going to slow that down to a stop. Okay, I'm just going to move my chair out of the way. Feet slightly apart, okay, you're just going to slide down to one side. And if you're in the chair, it's just seated, all you're going to do is reach over down the side of your chair and gently back up. I'll jump into the chair quickly. So I'm going to go down, stretching down and holding. We're going to do 3 on each side. Up we come, stretching down. Just make sure we go over nice and straight with the body, don't lean forward. Okay, try and keep the spine as straight as you possibly can. Up we come, stretch that down. And we're slowly coming back up. And we're stretching down. For the last time on this exercise, or this stretching exercise. And gently back up. Okay, I'm going to come back onto my feet. I'm going to get my feet moving again. Just move those feet. Get those arms going and a little push out in front. Hope everybody's enjoying the slightly drier weather, apart from the hailstones that have come down today and yesterday. Okay, pushing out in front. Just little steps, don't need to bring the feet too far off the floor. Back into a little march. Okay, drop those hands down, keep the feet going. Okay, and we are slowing down to a stop. Suggestion for this one is that we're in the chair, okay, because this is one where we have to really rely on one side. I'm going to sit in the chair, I'm going to sew it sideways, I'm going to put my leg out in front. I've got one bent, okay, which is the one that you guys can't see. I'm just going to put my hands on the bed and I'm going to lean forward and feel the stretch down the back of my outstretched leg. And I'm just going to hold that there. Again, I'm focusing on my breathing. And I'm going to slowly sit out of that one, and I'm basically just going to do the opposite side. So we've got 3 to do on each side. Just holding, feel the stretch, it'll start to ease off. And we'll come out of that stretch, and off we go again to the other, back to the side we started on. Again, leaning over that a little bit further as the stretch starts to ease off. We'll come and sit out of that. I'll face you guys now. Okay. And again, I'm stretching forward. Stretching my leg out, sorry, and leaning forward. And again, I'm always focusing on my breathing. I'm going to sit up from that, and I've got one more stretch to do on this side. Last stretch. Okay, we're leaning over. Holding. And we're going to sit up, we've got one more stretch to do. And over we go. And coming out of that stretch, we either stay in the chair or we get back to our feet and we start to move. Again, getting the arms going, should all start to feel a little bit warmer now. Let's push out in front. Again, creating good posture, we don't need any length overness. Okay, so tilting from the hips up nice and upright. Pushing out. Okay, I'll come back and face you guys. Going back into that marching. Okay, dropping those hands down, keeping those feet going. And we're going to slow this down to a stop. Okay, 2 ways we can do the next one. We can either put our hands across and have our hands on our shoulders and rotate to one side and then to the other. Okay, or we can put the arm across and pull ourselves around. I'm going to do this one. Okay, but if you get a mix up with your arms, then change to the other side. So we'll start with this side, we'll do 1, and we'll just pull around and hold. And we're gently going to release that. Going to do the other side. Again, I'm using my hand against my straight arm to pull myself around just that little bit further. And I'm releasing gently out of that one, coming back to the first side. And each time I'm trying to just pull myself out a little bit further. I'm in control of this. I can feel what I'm doing, make sure I don't go too far. And we'll relax out of this one and turn in again. Again, focusing on that breathing. And down we come. Got one more stretch to do. All round we go. Working on your range of motion. And down we come. And the opposite side. And holding. And again, focusing on that breathing in through your nose and out through that mouth. Back to facing the front, and legs and arms off we go again. And we're going to come up to shoulder height. Keep that going. So tonight again we'll be working for a minute. I've given us 15 seconds in between each movement, just so I can get the laminate sorted out, probably more than anything. Okay, it gives you that little opportunity to just have a breather and grab a drink. And at any time, if you feel a little bit out of puff or the legs are starting to feel it a little bit, is just take a seat and rest for a minute. Okay, you can always get back up. You can always try and do something in the chair. Just drop the hands down, keep the feet going. Okay, and we're going to slow that down to a stop. Okay, if you need something to balance with, okay, I've got the wall, my chair. All I'm going to do is a heel and a toe. Okay, so I'll turn sideways, hopefully you can see me. I've got heel and toe. Back on my heel, pointing, back on my heel and pointing. And I'm going to change to the opposite foot. Again, you can use the chair. And then we'll go back into a little march. One more stretch with the neck. Okay, and we'll go back into moving those legs, and we're going to get those arms going. I'm going to bring them back up to shoulder height. Good pushes out in front. And we're going to bring that back down into a little march. And we're just going to drop the hands down, keep the feet going. And we're going to slow that down to a stop. Okay, I'm going to move in a little bit. Okay, I'm going to be looking straight at you guys. I'm going to look over you're going to look over your right shoulder. So looking at me, I'm going to look over my right shoulder and hold that position. And slowly I'm coming back to the centre. I'm going to look up to the ceiling. And I'm going to come back down, looking straight ahead. I'm going to go out to my left. And slowly I'm coming back to the centre. I'm dropping my chin down to my chest. And again, I'm coming back to looking straight ahead. I'm going to go to my left again. Again, focusing on my breathing and my posture. I'm coming back to the centre. I'm going to go all the way across to the opposite side. And slowly back to centre. I'm going to drop my chin to my chest. And I'm going to come back and look straight at the screen, going straight up to the ceiling. And I'm coming back down to looking straight ahead. I'm going to go out to my right. And I'm coming back to the centre. I'm taking my chin down to my chest. And I'm coming back to looking straight ahead, and I'm going to go out to my opposite side, which is your left. And slowly I'm coming back to centre. I'm going to finish off looking up to the ceiling. And back to looking straight ahead. I'm going to roll my shoulders forwards. I'm going to roll them backwards. Okay, and for those that can do this, and have done this with me before, I think we did it last week, just put the chin to the chest. Okay, and just try and take that head, stretch that head round, roll it round as far as it'll go. Just a nice big stretch, nice and slow. Back to the beginning. Okay, and then go back the way you've just come. And we'll relax there. Get yourself a drink if anybody needs one. I'm just going to have a little look, see who's joined us this evening. Let's have a quick squeeze. Hi Pat, thank you very much. It's taken ages to get in, but you're in. That's the main thing. Okie dokie. Right. Okay, so I'm going to mix up our first session, and we're going to do sitting and standing, and then we're going to do a back exercise. So we're going to do knee and hip back, knee and hip back. Okay, so we've got lower back strengthening, We're going to go to hip out. Okay, again, you're going to need plenty of room for that, so make sure you have and got a chair or something to support yourself with. And then we're going to do a press up against the wall. We're then going to do a squat. Okay, and then we're going to do side bends. We're going to do a little bit of upper body strengthening, squeezing those shoulder blades. And then we're going to do some hip endurance by standing on one leg and alternating through that 60 seconds. We're going to do some back arches. And then we're going to finish with a bit more endurance for the hip with the leg alphabet. Okay, so there your first set of 10 exercises this evening. Okay, so we'll get the starter, the timer started. Let's have a look. Where are we? Timer. Okay, it's running down. So you need to be sat in your chair. And from that seated position, all you're doing is getting out of the chair, driving up, slowly controlling that movement back down, driving up and coming in and down. Don't forget, if you do struggle, okay, you can always push up off your thighs, but it's that control on the way down. Okay, and we're driving up and we're coming down slowly. The timer's on counting up today rather than counting down, I've just noticed. Up we come and slowly down. You've got 20 seconds left. Up we come. And again, don't forget, you're doing these in your time, not at the same pace as me, preferably not any quicker. Okay, we're coming up to your last 5 seconds. Okay, and we're going to rest there, guys. Okay, we're going to do some lower back strengthening. So showing you from sideways on, it's hands on the sides of your outside of your legs.
Go.
Okay, and we're going over, bending the knees and the hips, trying to get into a ball with the upper body, and then slowly coming up. Again, nice and deliberate on this one, feeling it in that lower back, and slowly up we come. I'll show you from the front. Over we go. And slowly up. So we're halfway through this 30 seconds again. If you're feeling it a bit, take a little bit of time out. And up we come, and then slightly from behind. Okay, over we go. And slowly up. I'll come back to the side again. Over we go, get one more in. And back up we come. Okay, well done, guys.
Rest.
Okay, we're on hip out next. So I'm going to show you from behind. So I'm holding onto my chair. I've got my feet probably chair width apart. Okay.
Go.
I'm going to go out to the side. I'm going to bring my leg back to the chair. Leg. Okay, so I'm not coming all the way back in. Out I go. Nice and easy out. Control on the way back. Always keeping that leg elevated, creating that endurance on this side for the hip. Okay, I'll show you from the side. When I go out, I don't think you can see that, guys, to be honest with you. Going out we go. Out we go. Okay, we've got 8 seconds left. Trying to control that. Okay, guys,
Rest.
well done. Okay, we're going to do what we're going to do next. So I've just kicked my slides all over the shop. We're going to do a press up against the wall. So hands against the wall, just stand a little bit off it, lower yourself down, push yourself back, lowering down, pushing back, control and push back, controlling and pushing back. Okay, we're past the halfway mark, guys. Again, if you need to rest, then do so. Down we go and pushing back, controlling that movement. Okay, we've got 15 seconds left. And again, focusing on that breathing. Okay, again, like I said, if you need to take a break, grab yourself a drink of water and we'll relax that there.
Rest.
Okay, we're going to do squats next. So it's hands on your hips or use the chair. Okay, so I'll be using the chair to show you guys to start with. And all I'm going to do is go down to where I'm comfortable and come back up. So I'm going down slowly and I'm driving myself back up and straightening out. Slowly down and driving up. Again, you can use the table or the kitchen worktop. I'm going to put my hands on my hips now and I'm going down and I'm driving back up and I'm slowly going down and I'm driving back up again. Down I go and push it up. Okay, you've got 15 seconds left. Up we come and down, drive it up, down we go and push it up, and we'll give that a rest there. Well done, guys.
Rest.
Okay, we're going to do some side bends now. So again, for those that have got the movement, we're going to go over. For anybody that doesn't, we're just going to go down to the side, keep the hands tucked in. Okay.
Go.
Over with stretching and back we come. Over, keep the feet planted on the floor. Over we go, so we're really reaching if we can. Stretching over again, focusing on the breathing and your posture. Again, showing you from the opposite side. Over I go and back I come. Over. Okay, if you feel yourself doing that, that is not the way to do it. Over you come and back down. 20 seconds to go, guys. Okay, stretching over and back across, stretching over. Okay, well done, and down we come. Over we go. And taking a breather
Rest.
there, guys. Well done. Okay, we're going to do some upper body strengthening. So this is one where we squeeze our arms back and squeeze the shoulder blades. When I get into the starting position, and I'm pulling my arms back, although I'm trying to get my elbows behind my back, so I'm pulling my shoulder blades in, squeezing back and down. If you have a band, you can do this with a band. Just add some resistance to the movement. Back we go and down we come, controlling, and down we go, controlling, and down we go. Okay, we're just sort of halfway through. I'll show you from behind where I'm trying to get my arms. Okay, I'm not going out there. Okay, that's opening the shoulder blades. I'm trying to squeeze back and I'm coming back in and I'm under control. Got endurance through the knees and the hips whilst I'm doing this as well, holding this position. Okay guys, and we're resting.
Rest.
Okay, we are going to stand on one leg. Okay, so that's gone off. Oh, what's happened there?
Go.
Oh, great. My laptop seemed to go off there. I hope just unplugged it actually. I don't know if it was a charging port. Okay. But we're going to be standing on one leg. Just turn that down. Okay, so supporting, holding for a certain number of seconds for you, and changing to the other leg. Feel the endurance, and obviously you're holding that leg up, and we're changing again. Keep holding, well done. And slowly down we come, changing again. And down we come again. Squeeze one more in.
Rest.
Okay, we're resting there. Okay, we're going to do some back arches or leaning backwards. So it's hands on hips. I'll show you from the sideways on to start with. So I'm in this position, and I march my back. And then I'm going to come forward. I'm going to counteract the stretch back, just a little lean. Back to standing up and arching and leaning backwards, however you want to describe it. And back we come. Counteract it. Back to upright. And over we go. And standing up again. Over we go. Just halfway through. And back up we come. And we're going to stretch over. And we're back to upright. And we're leaning over to counteract that stretch those glutes. Okay, 10 seconds to go, I'll get this last arch in. And I'm just going to come back to that standing up position. Well,
rest.
One to go. We're going to sit, do the leg alphabet. Or numbers. So you'll see me sat on the end of my chair. So I've got most of my leg hanging off the end of the chair. We sit back, we don't really endure the hip. And I'm just going to draw number 1 with a straight leg, number 2, I'm going to come to number 3, and I've got number 4. Just move back a little bit so you can see me, or see most of my leg. Okay, number 5, number 6, and 7, number 8, number 9, and a 0 for 10. Okay, I'm going to turn my chair so I'm facing you guys now. Again, sitting forward. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go at the end. 7, 8. I'm going to get my 9 and my 0 in. I'm going to go my 9. And I'm going to get my 0 in. Okay, well done if you managed to do all that. Guys, grab yourself a rest, get yourself a drink. And we'll have a rest for a couple of minutes. I hope everybody's okay. Just going to have a quick look to see who has joined us this evening. Hi Mandy. Okay. I take it you're struggling a little bit, Pat, with your connection tonight, by the looks of your comment. Okay. Right, guys. I'm just going to move out of your way, just for a minute or two, while I sort out the next round. We'll mix the exercises up, or the movements up again. And I'll be back with you very shortly. Okay, make sure you sat down, get plenty of water inside you. Okay folks, I'm just going to grab myself a quick drink. I hope you've got some music on in the background. And that you're all doing okay. Okay. So our second round, we're going to start with sit to stand again. Okay, but a slightly different one. You can do what we did the first time round. Okay, or you can hover, for want of a better phrase, which means you don't take all the weight off. You just literally go down, clothing, touch the chair, and come back up. So there's no rest in that taking the weight off. Okay, we're going to do hip out again. Yeah. Okay, we can't do the shuttle walking, but I'm going to just improvise a little bit tonight for a minute, okay, and see how everybody feels about that. Okie dokie. And then we're going to do some rotations. Okay, we're going to do the wall slide. And then we're going to do some side bends. Okay, we're going to do some rotations. I think the other ones were with the hips. Okay, we're going to do hip back. And then we're going to finish off with some back stretches again. Okay, so if you're ready to go, we'll grab ourselves a space. Okay, I'll turn the chair sideways to start where we'll get the timer set up and ready to go. I haven't done that yet. Okay, and we are counting down, ladies and gents. Okay, so we are doing sit to stand. Okay, okay, so hands across my chest, I'm going down. I'm letting my clothing touch the chair and I'm driving up. I'm controlling down till I feel that touch, and I'm back up again. Down we go. Again, if this is too hard for you, okay, you can go back to doing what we did at the start, which is sitting into the chair and getting yourself out. But I'm going to continue with this one. Down we go, and driving up. Slowly lowering yourself and driving up. Really controlling that movement again, focusing in on that breathing. Okay, you've got 20 seconds left. Up we come, and down, and up we come. Slowly down we go, and we're driving up. Okay, and we've got a rest there.
Rest.
For 15 seconds. Okay, we're going to do hip out. So again, from behind. Okay, got my
Go.
going out to the side, and not coming back to putting my foot on the floor. Out we go. Opening out that hip. The endurance of standing on the leg. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the other side. I'm going to go out and back. Out, back we come, out we go, and out we go. I'm going to come back to face you guys shortly. Back I come with 20 seconds to go, or less than 20 seconds now guys. You see my leg out to the side. Quickly going to try and even it up. Okay,
Rest.
and we are resting there, well done. Okay, shuttle walking, interesting one. Doing what we did in the warm up really. Okay, if you've got a bit of space, okay, I'm going to walk,
Go.
and march towards, and I'm going to go backwards. Okay, it's the backwards bit that concerns me. Okay, if you can march on the spot, maybe do 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. You've just got a minute of moving. Okay, but depending on how much space you've got will depend what you can do. And again, as I turn sideways, you can bring those knees up a little bit, or those legs up a little bit higher. and really control that movement rather than when we're doing the baby steps at the start. We just got that little bit more. Now we're a bit warmer. Okay, let's keep that going. Okay, you've got less than 10 seconds on this one to go. So we're improvising here. And I'm going to slow that to a stop, okay? Get a drink if you need one. Have a rest if you need one. We're going to do pelvis rotation. So we've got hands on hips. Come a bit closer for this one. Okay. Okay, off we go.
Go.
Big circles. I'm going to try and do 5 one way. That's 4, 5, and I'm going to go back. Got the 1 in. And the 2. And the 3. And 4. And 5. Okay, and I'm going back again. And we go. Keep that going. And back again. Keep going and focusing on your breathing. Big circles. 4. Back I go. Okay, and we're resting there. Well done, everybody. Okay, we're now moving on to wall slides. So again, plenty of space, don't you can catch your head on. I'm going in between the clock and the pictures. Feet off the floor, feet away from the wall, hands over my chest.
Go.
Sliding down. And I'm pushing back up. So I'm controlling a slow movement down and back up. And I'm slowly going down and back up. The logo on the back of my shirt's catching the wall. And up we come. And down I go. Up I come out. I don't rub the paint off the wall, I get shot. Down I go. And up I come. Okay, well done. And driving up, you pass the halfway mark. Down I go. And up. And up, keep the back flat against the wall. Slowly down. Up we come. And down we go. And pushing up. Well done, guys. Okie dokie, we're moving on. I'm going to do some side bends again. If we've got problems in range of motion with our arms, I'm just going down to the sides. For anyone else, we haven't got issues with going over.
Go.
Okay? So we're going to go over and back down. Over we go. And over. Good stretches. And back we come. And over we go. And back. And over. We're coming up to the halfway mark. Okay, well done, guys. Over we go. And down we come. And over. And back we go. Over we go again. And controlling. Coming up to 5 seconds to go. And we're going to rest there, guys. Well done. Okay, we've got rotations with the upper body. So again, arms across, or it's pull yourself around. I'm going to do the pull yourself around one. But we'll start with that one. So it's just a turn for anybody that struggles getting their arms in the right place. Back we come. And turning. And back we come. Other than that, it's turning. Show you from the sideways on. And back to the centre and turning. Again, focusing on that breathing. And down we come. Again, back to face on, and we pass the halfway mark on this one, and down we come, guys, and turning again, and releasing and turning. 10 seconds left, guys, and we've got 3 to do on this round, and down we come.
Rest.
I'll just get that last one in, and we'll give that a rest there. Well done. Okay, we're going to do hip back. So again, from sideways on,
Go.
I'm literally going to go back and forward. So I'm bringing, we'll give me a bit more space. Okay, back I go, toe to heel, back I go. A little bit of lean into the chair here. Okay, again you can use a worktop, you could use a windowsill. Okay, just make sure if you do lean into the chair that it don't come flying forward. Back we go, swap sides now, but all the time I'm keeping that hip working. Okay, you've got about 5 seconds to go, and we're going to rest that there. Well done.
Rest.
Okay, we've got arching the back, or leaning backwards as it says on the laminate. Okay, so hands on your hips, arching forward, backwards, sorry, and as we come back to upright, over we go, feeling maybe a little stretch, up we come, arching over, and back to upright, over we go, nice and easy, arch that back, and we're coming back up to upright, over we go, standing up and arching, and back we come to upright. Okay, 10 seconds to go, squeeze one more in, up I come, and I'm just going to get this arching.
Rest.
Okay, I'm resting. I've got 1 to do, guys, and I'll have a break. Okay, we're going to do lower back strengthening. I'll show you from the side, sitting in the chair. You can do this stood up as well. I'll show you the stood up one, but we're going to start with this.
Go.
Just take a little bit of pressure off the legs. Over we go. Slowly back up. Over I go again. And back up I come. Over I go. And back up. And if you're doing the standing up version, or you want to make it harder for yourself, you go in. So you've got the variations. Back up. Over I go. So there are your 2 variations, one being slightly harder than the other due to the fact that you stood up. Over we go. Slowly back up we come. And we're just about finished there. Okay guys, grab yourselves a drink and a rest. Have a sit down. We've got 15 minutes to go. So I'm going to probably do a half set and then finish with a cool down to finish us off with. Just going to have another look to see if anybody else has joined us. Hope everybody's okay. Let's have a look. Okay. So nobody else at this moment in time. See who views it after the event. Alright, so just give yourself a rest. I'm going to change the timer over to maybe doing, we might do 6, I think. We'll do 3 of each. We'll do 3 knee and hip and 3 backs at a minute, and then we should just about have time to do a cool down. Well, I'll make sure we have time to do a cool down. Number of rounds, 6. Cut the rest period down to 10 seconds. Okay, we're not starting yet. I'm just going to choose which ones we're going to do. So if you leave me, give me 2 secs, and I'll come back to you guys very, very shortly. Okay guys, so I've got 6 to do. Okay, we're going to start with the leg alphabet, and we're going to move on to lower back strengthening. Okay, we're going to move on to the wall slide, as difficult as it is for me with the logo on the back of my shirt. Then we're going to do some upper body strengthening. We're going to do hip out, and we're just going to finish off with a nice set of rotations to take us through to a cool down. So I'm going to get cracking, and we've got 12 minutes to go. Okay, so you need to be sat in your chair, or sat on a chair. Okay, sat forward. Okay, straight leg, nice and isolated. Number 1, and I'm drawing 2, and now on to number 3. You can do circles if it's easier. 4, 5, but I'm drawing it with my leg, not my ankle. 6, 7, number 8, number 9, and a big 0 for 10. Okay, I'm going to move, face myself towards you guys. Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, number 5, 6, 7, 8, firing in with 9, and I'll just squeeze the circle in for 10.
Rest.
Okay, well done. Okay, lower back strengthening, arms nice and straight on this one. Okay,
Go.
you are going over, we haven't done this one tonight, but you're going over, arms straight, pull back up, keep the arms straight. We'd normally do this with a band, but if anybody's been in the gym and you've picked the barbell up off the floor, okay, you're coming up, so it's almost like you're clenching and clinching up to this position, slowly going down, and then up we come, over we go, and up we come. Again, focusing on that breathing. Again, if you need to rest, make sure you do. Grab some water, and up we come again. Okay, we've got 10 seconds left. Over we go, and pulling up, and over again, and up we come. Okay, rest in there guys, well done. Okay, wall slide. Again, make sure you can't knock anything off the wall.
Go.
Feet slightly off, sliding down to your comfort zone, and then pushing back up. So controlling and back up. You can put your hands across your chest, you put your hands on your hips, driving up, and down we go, and pushing back up again. Slowly down we go, and driving up. Okay, well, just past the halfway mark, guys. Again, make sure the back's flat against the wall. Down I come again, up we come, and down we go, driving that up. Keep that going with 10 seconds to go. See if you can squeeze 2 in, maybe. I'm going to try to, and I'm pushing up and finishing
Rest.
there. Well done. Okay, we're going to get into the position. We're going to pull back and squeeze our shoulder blades.
Go.
So we're in that position. Back I come, squeezing the shoulder blades, controlling down, squeezing back and through, squeezing back and come back again. Back we go. That's it, well done, keep going. Pushing back. Okay, we're nearly halfway through. Push back. Again, endurance for the knees and the hips and the upper body. Squeezing those shoulder blades. Well done. Working that back. And focusing on that breathing. Up we come. And down we go. Up we come. And down we go. Well done, guys.
Rest.
Okay, we're going to do hip out. I'll show you from behind. Give myself a bit of space.
Go.
Out to the side. Back to the chair leg. Out to the side. Chair leg. So again, I'm not taking, my foot's not touching the floor. Straight leg. Endurance on that hip that you're working. Okay, I'm going to do 2 more. And then bang on 30 seconds. Opposite side. Opposite side. Well done. Again, keeping that leg elevated all the time.
Rest.
Okay, well done, guys. Okay, last one. Get your hands on your hips.
Go.
Let's get those rotations going. That's 2, 3, 4, round for 5, and I'm going to go back the other way. Round 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5. Back I go. 1, 2. I'll keep that going. Number 4 coming up. And number 5 on this way around. Probably 5 to do. Squeeze them in. 2, 3, 4, and finish on 5. Okay, normally I'd go straight into a cool down, but grab yourself a drink. Okay, give yourself a minute or 2. We're not going to wait too long though. Okay, so grab a quick drink. Okay, find yourself some space. I'm going to slow down to a stop. So we're going to start at the pace that we finished our warm up on. Okay, so it's arms going. We're going to push out in front. Okay, you can start to slow your pace down Okay, gradually taking it to a stop. Okay, arms back down by the sides. Okay, drop the hands down, keep the feet going. And we're going to slow that down to a stop. Using a chair or the wall, circles with your ankles. Things should feel a little bit easier now we're warm. They might not be as resistant to turning as they might have been at the start of the class. Now we've got the blood flow going. Change to the other foot. Well done. Again, rotations, both clockwise and anti-clockwise. Using that wall for stability if you need it, or the chair, or the worktop. Sorry. Feet back on the floor. Legs going again. I'm going to try and start to slow my pace down. Got my arms going. If anybody's got an Apple Watch on, if you get onto the heart rate side of it, okay, you'll probably see, hopefully, that heart rate coming down as we start to slow down. Okay, still going to come up to shoulder height. This will be the last time we do this. Shoulder height, that is. Okay, back into a little march. I'm dropping my hands down, keeping my feet going. And I'm slowing myself down to a stop. I've got my feet slightly apart, sliding down and holding. And again, focusing on that posture and making sure you are as upright as you can be whilst going over and doing this stretch. Okay, so again, from sideways on, I'm going over. Can I go a little bit further? Help them have flexibility while I'm nice and warm. It's the best time to stretch. Over we go. Holding. And slowly back up. We've got one more on this side to do. And back up we come. Last stretch on this side, or last stretch of these, and then we're going to slow that pace down again with the feet. And don't forget, if you're in the chair, you're still slowing it down. Back up we come, slowing it down. Okay, arms going though. Again, breathing in through the nose and out through that mouth. Okay, drop the hands down, keep the feet going. Okay, I'm going to slow that to a stop. Right, stretching the chair. We follow the pattern from the warm up. We're going to sit forward in the chair. We're going to put the leg out. Make this stretch a little bit harder. You can turn your toe towards you. It'll increase the stretch. We'll lean over. Feel that stretch. Okay. Okay, and we'll relax out of that one. And we'll turn to the other one. So again, it's leaning over. It should feel a lot easier than when you first started. Again, if you want to make that stretch a little bit harder, pull that toe towards you. Okay, we're going to come up out of that one. And we're going to stretch again. Okay, leaning over, holding, feeling that stretch ease off as we're holding it. And then out that stretch. Over we go. Got one more stretch on each side to do. And then we're going to come to an end. And slowly up we come. Last stretch. Again, leaning over, holding, and coming out of that stretch. Final stretch, and we're back on our feet, holding, okay, and I'm going to get back out of my chair, move my chair to the side, get the feet going, right, really nice and slow now. I'm not even going to get my arms going, I'm just going to let them swing by my side. Just nice and easy. keep that going. We'll go another 30 seconds. Really start to slow it down. Okay, we've got 25 seconds left. Slowing that down. Okay, 15 to go. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and finished. Well done, everybody that's taken part this evening. I hope you've enjoyed that. Let's take you out of the light. Okay, let's see if we've been joined by anyone else before I leave you. Oh, thanks, Mandy.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Okay. Well done tonight, guys. We'll see you next week. Make sure you get plenty of rest, okay? And drink plenty of water. And thank you for joining me this evening. And I hope to see you through the week for those that come to the community sessions. And for anybody that doesn't, we'll see you online next Tuesday evening. Have a great week, guys. See you soon. Cheers now.